Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games.
Uy, no encontró dónde pasar ahí, pero corrió. Lo mejor que pudo hacer. No, tú no vas para parte, no. No va a correr, no. Lo va a dejar correr, no.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Uy, interceptado. Bien. Bien. Eso es. Empezamos bien.
So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. It's going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate, because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter, as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is
Eso es. Sencillo. Eso es. Y eso que con este clima hay que tratar de jugar así, porque no arriba está bien. Vamos allá. Vamos allá.
How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good return. He'll be stopped just shy.
Hay muchas oportunidades.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of
Ya le funcionó ahí el fake, bien.
second and right of the yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Vamos allá.
Austin, the man in motion left. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
Se escapó bien.
Shifts by him.
Bien.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Esa condición de ir la manga
On
difícil.
the move on first down. Straight ahead, it's game one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tries barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
Bien, bien. Trata de frenarlo ahora.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man.
Bien, bien, está bien.
He's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Handoff for Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
A ver si lo paramos aquí porque ya. Bien, bien, incompleto.
Looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Vamos allá.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Esa 9 yardas la van a tener que pelear, no se la voy a dar. Señor. No lo ve correr, no lo ve correr. Wow, madre mía. Oh, bien, bien, corrió. Bien. El plan era que no corriera, pero lo hizo. Vamos a tratar de defender que no anote, bajarle un field goal por lo menos. Bien.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a run to Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the
Ahí ya tenemos difícil, ya ellos van a empatar. Está bien que lo empate, porque como quiera yo tengo como 46 segundos, pa. Está bien, está bien. Corta. Voy a tratar de conseguir un field goal. Vamos a ver.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Eso,
And
Se le cayó. Wow. Ese hombre iba solo. Vamos a ver ahora. Bien. Te pedí timeout, pero se me había olvidado el reloj. Voy a hacer una última jugada y voy a pedir timeout corriendo.
To throw is Jackson. To the right side into the hands of Flowers.
Timeout. Vamos a patear.
He's inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wow, es un field goal lejano, Dios mío. Vamos a ver, está lejos. No anotar, no. Estamos muy lejos. Wow, pensé que estábamos más cerca. Ah, sí, ya lo anoté. Pensé que no, pero sí lo anoté. Bien, bien. Y con el clima, dije, bueno, está difícil de anotar eso. Hay que defender el retorno y ya.
That's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our
EA
Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives. Offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
A ver si le puedo dar el paso.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Claro que sí. Eso es.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
For a tight end, he's got good straight lines.
No sé si es buena idea correr con Lamar Jackson porque
Nice job there finding him in stride for really good
buena defensa.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. This one is tight end Andrews. And they're going to have them themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
¿Cómo lo hacemos? Vamos a ver. Podemos seguir avanzando por ahí.
Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Jackson.
Bien, touchdown. Uf. Bien. Y eso que pensé correr, pero después decidí lanzarla porque lo vi adelante.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Working to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run it. Warren. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In motion right is Smith. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the run, it's Warren. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
Wow, se me escapó. Wow. No. ¿Y qué pasó ahí? Se pone buena la cosa, ¿eh?
Get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Woo!
And he'll be taken down.
Lo dejé botado ahí. Le cogí el first down como si nada.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's corralled, but not before.
Pidan timeout todo lo que ustedes quieran, que yo me estoy acercando con Jackson.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get an possession. A timeout here defensively. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by Andrews.
Y ahora.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
At the 8-yard line.
Jackson to throw.
Ven acá. No pueden con Jackson. Demasiada ready esa pierna. Muy duro.
And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down 24-14. A minute 40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hamilton was there defensively.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wow. Seguro van a hacer la jugada por 2 puntos. Ahora van a patear. Oh. Interesante.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
Bueno, con este hielo. Suerte que la cogió. Bien, bien.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
Sí, pidan timeout, porque la cosa está fea.
Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
¡Wow! Boté el juego. Oh, Dios mío, lo confundí. Pensé que era uno de mi equipo.
Tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that you're...
Oye, nada más no queda defender, porque si no estamos feos. Van a buscar la forma de patear, seguro, para empatar el juego. Wow.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
El reloj avanza y...
Rodgers to throw.
Ay, 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 intercepta para que se acabe esto. Ay, 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 dale la intercepción para que se acabe esto. Vamos a frenarlo ahora, vamos a frenarlo. Wow, y ese pase. Intercéptalo. Uy, perdieron. Acabó esto ya.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And he has the right.
Bueno, mira, le voy a dar la oportunidad de que intercepte para mostrarle el respeto.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is
Vamos a ver ya. El timeout.
Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
Voy a tratar de hacer un touchdown. Asegurar el juego con respeto.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now it's 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the Ravens are going to be looking at...
No te lo dije. Vamos a ver ahora con 4 oportunidades. Uy, lo incompleto. Bien. Bien,
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that in?
Se acabó el juego. Quería hacer el touchdown, pero se pudo. Pasó el juego.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard